So in this video, we're going to explain how the agency platform sites are set up. So the agency platform sites use Drupal. Agency platform 2 uses Drupal 9. And what Drupal is a content management system. So there is actually no pages on the web server. It's just a big database. So when you go to a website, basically the database is seeing what needs to be displayed on each page. So on the home page, it's grabbing the menu, grabbing the logo, this banner, all this information is pulled directly from the database. So there is no home HTML, home index page, nothing like that. It's not like the old ASP sites or HTML sites where you had a directory with each page in it. This is all being pulled directly from a database. So with the agency platform websites, the database pulls three key components: nodes, which are pages, blocks, and also views. So we're going to kind of talk about each one of them here quickly so you understand how this is all put together. So I am logged in as a content editor, and across the top we'll see view, edit, delete, layout, and revisions. And if we click edit, we can actually go in and see what's actually on this page or this node. It's technically called a node. If you refer to it as a page, that's fine. We'll understand what you're talking about. So on this page, there is actually nothing here. There's no content in the edit, but if we click layout, we'll notice all the content for this page is under layout. Let's talk about the first two components, nodes and blocks. So that's going to be what your site is 99% going to be comprised of. There's a couple other elements out there, depending on what's on your website. But for 99% of all the agency platform websites, it's going to be nodes and blocks. If we come to the left side in the admin menu, underneath content, we can add content. These are nodes. These are different content types. So what each one of these does is creates a page. And the content decides what information is required on each page. The most basic is going to be a basic page. And what this is going to ask for is a title and a body field. So if we look at the resource, this node or this page is going to want a little bit more information. Still going to want a title. It's going to ask you what kind of document type this is. This is taxonomy. If there is a resource link or a resource document can be added, and then a description. The meeting page. Going to want the title. Going to ask you for dates. And there's a section here for meeting documents, agenda, minutes, other attachments. There's a meeting link and a description. These are all different. These are all a page on the website, just different content types. Blocks are a reusable piece of content or functionality that can be added to your Drupal site. These can be added two different ways. The way that most people are going to use this is underneath layout, and we can come down to add block. If you click add block, on the right side, you can add a block that's already been created or create custom block. Now, these blocks are only added to this page and are only available on this page. So adding a block from here means that this block can be used on multiple pages at any time. Once that block is updated, it'll update across the entire website wherever that block is used. So if we say structure, block layout, this tells us where all these blocks are being used. So if we look at the header, we have the site branding and the banner. Primary menu, we have a main navigation menu, which is the block for the main navigation. So underneath content, we have a banner, a card set. And we can come over to the custom block library and create a block. So if we have a block that we know that's going to be used on multiple pages, we can create it here. Once that block is updated, it'll be updated across all the pages it's used on. The third main component of the website is called a view. Views are dynamic displays of content that are theoretically codeless. So think of it as a powerful query builder and display based on content you've already created. This is the reason why when we come in to add content, we have all this different content type. is because we're using a view to take all that content and display it back out on a page. So looking at the dental board's website, their meeting page, just like probably 99% of the other websites on the platform, their meeting page has this block right here. And we know it's a block because we got a little icon here. It's a block generated from a view. So a view can generate either a page or a block. This one's generating a block. So what it's doing is it's grabbing all the meeting content type and organizing them and displaying them back in a block that it's easy for the users to view. So let's take a look at this view. And we're just going to touch on this quickly. So we know this is underneath board meetings. These are all the different fields from that piece of content, the content type meeting. And it's filtering. So is it published? Yes. Content types of meeting. And it's going to be looking for board meetings. And what this does, looks at the meeting date and displays it in order. So if we wanted to edit this, if this was our website, we were going to edit this, we would be able to go into this meeting on June 30th. It's going to give us the full content from this page. And we can make the edits, save it, and it updates. So this is the same thing on your resource page. Each one of these is a different piece of content of the resource content type. And what the view does is goes out, grabs it, displays them all here, and this one's displaying alphabetically. Same thing with leadership. There is a leadership content type. So if we look at all the different content types, news and press releases, if your site has updates that it wants to consistently give out to its users, the news and press release content type will do that. And there's a view that will take every one of those pieces of content and displays them. So that was just kind of a quick top-down view of the websites, how they're put together. Just those three components